Cory Barlog recently was interviewed by PlayStation and dropped some new information on the upcoming God of War game. Although it wasn't much, I thought it was some pretty sweet pieces of info. So, if you're ready, let's go over what we learned. Apparently it looks like that Thor may be a giant in this world. As Barlog stated, a level within the game would replicate a story from Norse mythology, where a stonemason has had a bad run-in with Thor and got a chisel impaled through his head. And we actually see this within the game as we witness Thor's hammer standing high within the ice, and judging by the size of it, if Thor is actually going to be within the game, I imagine he will be a boss fight like Kratos in God of War 3, where he is hugely oversized. So, there goes the fan theory of Kratos picking up Thor's hammer and beating him with it, unless he is actually strong and worthy enough to pick up something that big. It also looks like Atreus will be carrying this black rune stone with him during the game, and will be an artifact of power, even if the game characters do not know it, and it will play an important role within the game's story. What was not specified, but my guess is that it may be some key of some sort, or maybe a key to the world of the Nordic gods. So, I know it's a long shot, but if any of you guys read Nordic text, do let me know what it says on the stone in the comments below. There will also be an in-game journal that Atreus will be carrying that will act like a hub for the in-game UI, so I imagine this is where we as a player will be able to view the world map among other things such as the skill tree, gear and in-game lore. So, it seems in God of War that Atreus will be the guide since he brings his knowledge to the table and will unlock his godly powers along his journey with Kratos, since he too is a god, and we get a glimpse of his power from his runes on his body, as on his back is tattooed a rune stating steady mind, and his other tattoo states strength and precision, located on his arm he uses to draw his bow, which implies these runes give him these abilities, since he can shoot arrows of light and has the ability to read the thoughts and feelings of creatures around him, as he will have a more empathetic viewpoint on things compared to Kratos. Brok and Sindri are two characters that we have just learnt the names of, and are actually family within the game, and they will be the means of upgrading Kratos' equipment throughout the game, which I think is nice that gameplay forwarding characters have been given personalities and an actual role within the story, instead of just being stagnant blacksmiths. We as the player will affect these characters within the world and change the dynamic of their relationship too, so I do believe these guys will have their own side missions for Kratos to complete, and I'm guessing they may have a family feud to begin with. There was also a part of the interview where Barlog talked about Kratos' home within the game that we have seen in previous trailers, but I wasn't sure if he meant this will be a home that we will be able to go to and from like a player home, or if he was simply just describing Kratos' new home design that will only be in a small chunk of the game. Although I do think it would be cool to have a player home even if it is only available to visit during the beginning of the game, as I think Kratos' home being destroyed may be a good catalyst to kickstart the game's adventure. So guys, this is all the latest information I managed to learn from Cory's latest interview, and on a positive note, we are one day closer to the release of God of War. Do remember to hit the notification bell for all the latest videos that you may otherwise miss. Other than that, I hope you liked the video and learned something new. Thank you for watching, take care, and I shall catch you guys in the next one.